3, 2, 1.
Yo, dude, Dynasty. We're doing something a bit different today.
Hello, Dude Dynasty. Today, what we're going to be doing is instead of our usual Dynasty content, we're just going to be going over each and every team's game during the regular season. So I think we're first going to start off with the NFC North, which is the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Detroit Lions. And we're just going to be going through every game. We're going to be giving you our analysis of those games, and you're going to deal with it. There's nothing much
It's going to be subjective.
Yes, very subjective.
There's going to be some random things in there. By the way, shout out Brent for this idea. It's going to be an eight video series. We're just going to do division by division. And there's pretty much nothing that's going into this besides our personal opinions. We might be very far off from Vegas, but we know more than Vegas. So let's start off with Vikings week 1. We have Vikings over Packers.
Yeah.
And that's just, we don't have to talk much about it interdivision. Come on.
The games are competitive. They're always competitive.
Week 2, Bears over Vikings. And that's just Caleb Williams coming in hot, Ben Johnson. That team's going to be good this year. I think we can all agree. Week 3, Vikings over Bucks. Or you want to say something
about the Bucks? So we're actually a lot lower on the Bucks than most people think. You'll see that in our next series about the NFC South. But yeah, the Bucks we're very low on. We think that their end of the year was very telling on what's going on with their team. Mike Evans is gone, which is...
I'm not going to spoil their record yet, but just know it's going to be pretty bad. Because to me, there's not many teams in the NFC that you can say are actually worse than the Bucks going into next year. But anyway, into week 4, Vikings over Finns, nothing to say there.
Yeah,
week
nothing
5,
to say.
It's going to be Saints over Vikings. Talk about it.
So my guy here is Tyler Show, Chris Olave, and Jordan Tyson. That connection in that offense is deadly. They're going to dot up the Vikings' strong defense. And overall, I think the Saints will beat them. I thought it was going to be pretty handily at first, but I think this will be a tightly contested game.
Now they're 3-2.
They're 3-2. Yeah.
And then after the bye, it's Vikings over Colts at Vikings. We think that Daniel Jones is going to be a little bit shaky coming back from that injury. And it's really, can JT turn it on or not? Well, we remember back when the Vikings actually had the biggest comeback in NFL history or something like that. They were down like 30 at half or something. And
against the Colts, yeah.
Running down the Colts. Something crazy will happen. Week 7, Vikings over Colts, mark it down 4-2.
Yeah.
Week 8, it's Lions over Vikings at the Lions. It's a home game.
There's nothing you really need to say. The Lions are going to come with a vengeance this year.
And then Week 9, Bills over Vikings. We're just nothing to say there.
Yeah.
Week 10, Pack over Vikings. The Vikings aren't sweeping the Packers. Obviously, they're not going to regress too much because they have one from JJ to Kyler Murray, but he's still obviously pretty unproven. We think he's similar to on the Falcons this year. And the Vikings have a tough schedule. So Pack over Vikings, they don't split it. But we do have an upset. Vikings over 49ers at Mexico City. To me, that's big travel to this random international game for both the teams. And the 49ers are, I think that they're going to be a little bit worse than they've been in recent years just because everyone's getting older and injured. Ayuk AB thinks he's crazy.
I agree,
on Instagram. I think Ayuk's not even going to play. Christian McCaffrey, he's 30 years old. George Kittle's coming off an injury. I think that it's going to come down to the trenches, and it's going to be whoever's been more healthy up to this point.
And let me interject, I think the Vikings defense will still be very solid.
Yeah, the Vikings, they're going to have a good defense, and they have to eke out some wins. After that, we do have an upset, Falcons over Vikings. Similar types of teams.
Very similar.
With good weapons on offense, Kevin Stefanski, he's a new coach.
Yeah.
But then you also have a Kevin of their own, Kevin O'Connell.
For sure.
And then you have similar types of quarterback rooms, but here we're just going to go. Ari is a little biased. Drake London and Bijan on his fantasy team.
Not Drake London anymore. Drake London's gone, but yeah.
Olave, right?
I traded from Olave and then I got Zay Flowers back. So, I'm a little upset about that.
But Bijan.
Bijan is very good.
And Bijan, honestly, sneak peek to the Falcons, Bijan could actually take over this year.
Yeah.
He's going to be so good. Anyway, Vikings over Panthers, week 13. Not much to say.
I mean, for me, honestly, I wanted to interject really quickly. I think that the Panthers will be a very strong team this year, but I think they're going to get themselves in a lot of close games like they did last year. They didn't improve too much on the offensive side of the ball, especially with playmakers. So overall, I think that they'll just do okay.
Anyway, Vikings over Panthers, and then we have Pats over Vikings. The Pats, people forget, they just went to the Super Bowl.
Second-year quarterback, yeah.
Second in MVP vote, and he was a second-year quarterback. I think that if anything, they'll just improve. A.J. Brown is on their team. Who is their top receiver? Kayshon Boutte?
Stephon Diggs, who beats his family members.
Javon Baker, if you know, you know. Wheelchair, stand up. But anyway, what's next? Lions sweep them. Week 15, Lions over Vikings at Vikings. The Lions are just a much better team.
I completely agree.
Playing the win.
Yeah.
And then we have Commanders over Vikings Week 16. We can talk about this one. Jaden Daniels, in my opinion, is the most underrated player in the whole league.
Yeah.
Okay. The Commanders were one of the worst teams, led them to the number 2 overall pick. They take Jaden Daniels right up to the NFC Championship, top 4 team, season finish. And then he gets hurt again, and they're terrible again. Top 10 pick. And you just see how much of an impact he has with healthy Jaden Daniels this year. I think the Commanders won't win that much. They don't have that many weapons, but I think they will be a force to be reckoned with, and I think they take one here. With maybe Kyler plays pretty bad. It's end of season.
I agree.
And Commanders are going to be playing for more. And then Week 17, Vikings over Jets.
Nothing to say. Nothing to say here.
And then Week 18, Bears playing for probably some sort of seeding. They're going to beat the Vikings. They're going to try. Vikings finish 7-10.
Yeah, my prediction is I think that the Bears will be playing for the division against the Lions, but we'll see where that turns out during the season. All right, who's our next team?
Our next team is the Bears.
Bears,
Week 1, Panthers over Bears upset. It's just Week 1 crazy. Honestly, it's at the Panthers. They can come in hot. Your guy Ted.
Bryce Young can win some close games. He's not a good QB, but he can win you some close games. He really can.
And you may be thinking, this is inconsistent. The Bears are better than the Vikings. Why are the Panthers beating the Bears, not the Vikings? Everything's inconsistent in the NFL. We're just picking who we think is going to win. Anyway, Week 2, Bears over Vikes. We already talked about it. Week 3, Bears over Eagles. Starting off 2-1.
Wow.
Anything to say about that?
I don't know. I mean, I think the Eagles will still be a pretty strong team this year.
Though.
But they're definitely going to regress. The A.J. Brown hurt them. I think that they're probably going to end up going. That's my guess.
We can't spoil anything yet.
Our guess is they're going to go 0-17 right now. You'll just have to watch the video to find out.
We actually don't have their record down yet, but we'll revise that once we have their record. We'll have to go through their games. Anyway, Bears over Jets in Week 4. The Jets, they might win one game. No, they'll win a few.
I think they're going to probably have
they have some good weapons.
I'm not going to predict their win total, but yeah, they're going to have some good games. They're probably going to win a few close ones. Geno, he can.
And he has so many weapons. Brees.
He can sling
Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper, Kenyon Sadiq, Mason Taylor.
Let me be hesitant.
Abanikanda, Braylon Allen.
Let me be hesitant when I say this.
Corley.
Geno can sling the ball, whether that be to the offense or the defense. He's able to sling it, and I think a few of those slings might end up in some touchdowns.
Okay, so anyway, 3-1, they're starting off. Pack over Bears Week 5. That's
it's
just
classic.
a LaFleur masterclass.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
A big game. And then we have Bears over Falcons Week 6. The Bears we think are just going to be an actually legit team.
And I think the Falcons it's not their year yet. They're not complete.
The Falcons are the same as the Vikings.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. And then we have Pats over Bears Week 7. Same logic as Pats over Vikings. The Pats are just a really legit team.
Yeah.
They have a really tough schedule, so they will be dropping some. But I think that they eke it out over the Bears here. And then Week 8, we have to give it to the Seahawks as well. Super Bowl champion Seahawks over Bears.
For sure. Yeah. I actually do think that would be a closer game than most people think. That's game of the
year contender.
Could be the NFC Championship that we see, but I mean we'll just have to wait and see.
Really great coaching. Anyway, Bears over Bucks Week 9. Sneak peek for the Bucks record.
Yeah.
We think they're going to be pretty bad. Week 10, it's a bye. So going into the bye week, we have the Bears winning 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't read this. 1, 2, 3,
They're probably
4.
5-4, 6-3, one of those two.
5-4. They're 5-4 going into the bye week. I think. We'll just. I have their final record, and I'll just say that at the end. Anyway, Bears over Saints Week 11. Just a better team, up and down. Coach, QB, weapons, defense, probably. I actually don't know on defense.
Not weapons either, but
yes, on weapons.
Who?
Rome, Loveland, Burden, DeAndre Swift,
bro.
Kyle Monangai. Okay,
Pitts,
Rome, Loveland, Burden,
London.
No, it's Saints. It's Saints.
Sorry. Olave, I guess.
Olave, Tyson. I think is worse than Loveland.
Jawan Johnson.
Okay,
you have
Olave, Tyson, Jawan Johnson, or Roman.
no. You also have
and Loveland.
you also have ETN and you have Kamara out of that backfield, which is looking really dangerous.
Kamara, it might as well be me in that backfield.
You might as well say, you can say what you want about Kamara.
It might
He's
as
going
well
to get
be
you your
you in
catches.
that
No.
Kamara doesn't exist anymore.
He exists.
Okay, you can weapons can be washed. Caleb and coaching is better than Tyler Show and Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore was pretty good down the
Okay,
year.
shut up. The Bears win. Week 12, it's Lions over Bears at the Lions. It's just a Lions home game, and although we think the Bears are legit, you know who's even more legit is the Lions.
The Lions, for sure.
The Bears literally had to take the Lions offensive coordinator. The Lions, they were top 5 offense last year, and they just were, they dealt with so many injuries. We'll tell you in their record, but I think that they're going to go back to being pretty good. And then we have Jags over Bears week 13. That's not as much of an upset as people think.
No, I agree.
Hunter returning, so many weapons.
Well,
Parker
the Jags looked
Brian
really.
Thomas.
He looked really good. They looked really.
Bish Toot.
No.
Chris Rodriguez.
No. I mean,
Bish Toot and Chris Rodriguez.
These are weapons. Parker Washington is the guy,
Who's
but
their Nate Kamanura?
That's going to be
Nate
the team this year.
Kushbacker?
I know they improved this year. I
Who's the
really
tight
do
end?
think they have a shot of honestly taking the AFC Championship game. That might be a hot take. I just think that the Jaguars are a strong team.
Who's
Next
the
game,
tight end? Let me just find.
it's Brenton Strange.
No, the new rookie tight end. Nate. It's like Nate Kushback.
Oh, he's the
Nate Bokerker. Nate Bokerker.
the blocker. He's a blocker.
He's a good weapon.
Second round tight end blocker. That's what they drafted him for.
By the way, not a good pick in
No,
Dynasty.
not at all.
Anyway, then we have Bears over Finns. Nothing to say there.
Nope.
It is the league to league connection.
That's true.
But we don't care. And then Bears over Bills week 15.
Just a game.
High-scoring game.
Yeah.
But the Bills aren't going 17-0. They're going to drop some games.
For sure.
Have they really improved that much? DJ Moore? Sure. We'll give you watch DJ Moore because we have GOAT Colston Loveland who's going to just take over. By the way, number 1 tight end incoming. Better than McBride and Bowers. Colston Loveland.
We'll watch out for Harold Fannin from
Bears
Chicago.
over Packers. We just have them splitting. It's what? It's at the Bears. It's home game. And then we have Bears over Lions. We have them splitting too at the Bears.
I don't think that's unreasonable at all.
And then we have the Bears sweeping the Vikes. We already said it.
Yeah.
They really care about this game.
Yeah, I think the Bears come in strong to end the year, and I think they really claim their spot at the top of the NFC.
Cut.
Okay.
All right, guys, we had a bit of a dispute on time, but we've resolved it. This video is going to be a little shorter than our usual, but it's going to be still a little lengthy. So you'll just have to deal with that.
All right, what's the
Bears
final
finished
record?
11-6.
11-6, perfect.
And they are obviously going to be a really good team, but they have a tough schedule. So it's hard to get them.
Yeah, this
winning
whole
by
division
wins.
has a really hard schedule.
And then Packers. So week 1, we have Vikes over Packers. We already explained that. It's at the Vikings. And then we have actually week 2, big upset Jets over Packers.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this one. As I said before, many weapons for the Jets. And the Packers, we actually have the Packers kind of being not that good this year.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you just have to think, like, when everyone else is getting good, some teams have to get worse. In the Packers, they haven't really made that many improvements. Matthew Golden's a complete bust.
I completely agree, yeah.
They have pretty much no weapons on their offense. Josh Jacobs, I don't even know if he's playing this year. What happened with
I mean,
Josh
they
Jacobs?
did also
He
just
got,
sign
arrested.
Christian Watson to like a ridiculous deal. Didn't he not have like 600 yards in the season or something like that, or 700 yards in the season?
They also had that terrible performance against the Bears in the playoffs.
Horrible.
Really bad. We're not that high on the Packers this year. I think that they haven't made enough improvements, and because of that, they're gonna suffer the consequences, the Geno Smith consequences. Anyway, and then we have Packers over Falcons, which
I just think it's going to be Jordan Love is going to will them to some wins. He's not my favorite quarterback in the league, but he is a solid thrower.
Pretty good.
He's a solid thrower.
This should tell you a lot about how we feel about the Packers because in week 4 we have them losing to the Bucks. Starting off 1-3. It is at the Bucks though, and
You know,
Bucks,
Raymond James Stadium, it gets hyped there.
It gets really hyped. They have a lot of fans. Some bandwagon from that recent Tom Brady venture. But, although we absolutely hate Ibuka, we think Bucky Irving's overrated. Mike Evans is gone. Chris Godwin is old. Baker is turnover prone.
Yeah.
Although we think all those bad things about the Bucks, we think similar things about the Packers. So we're giving the Bucks that one. And then week 5, we do have the Packers getting the upset over the Bears. Division games, anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly,
Anything
for sure.
can happen. And then week 6, we have the Cowboys beating the Packers. Such a high-flying offense. I'm so
agree.
excited to talk about their schedule.
I mean, everyone is always excited to talk about the Cowboys, but it's not okay.
CD.
Okay, it's not their year. It's never their year. But they will probably be a second-round exit again this year, and that's never going to change.
In fantasy-wise, they're just going to be lighting up numbers. Pickens and CD.
And Javonte they got back, right?
Javonte is so underrated as well.
I agree.
Dak also has just been historically underrated. He's probably fringe top 10. Could be like number 10.
What do you mean fringe top 10?
In terms of quarterbacks?
He's easily top 10.
Let's take a tangent. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Jackson, Daniels, May, Stafford.
That's it. Prescott.
Williams?
No. Prescott over Williams. No. That's it.
Are you not going to say Knicks NFC Championship?
No.
You think Prescott would do
didn't
more
play.
than the Knicks?
Knicks didn't play in that game.
He led them to the NFC. They
would
have went to the Super Bowl.
What would Dak Prescott do if he had the best defense in the league?
Okay,
what would he do?
What would Knicks would do the same thing?
No, he wouldn't.
Knicks CD and Pickens.
Knicks is a system
Dak
QB.
has had great defenses in his time.
We
have a set in stone 7. I think Knicks. I think Williams are in the same tier as Prescott.
Okay,
Herbert.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I'm going to say Herbert. That's 8.
Well, Herbert's the biggest what-if quarterback in the league.
He's a what-if, but he's still better than Dak. Come on.
I don't know.
What if he had CD and Pickens? Okay, it's not crazy to say fringe top 10. You could say he's 9, 10, 11, or 12.
No.
Yes, you could.
Okay, fine.
You'll take
Let's go right back.
You'll give me that.
Let's go right back to the segment.
All right, back to the segment. Sorry for that tangent. Packers over Lions, interdivision, whatever nonsense can happen. And then Panthers over Packers. That's just Bryce to debt. Although Bryce, every single year, people think he's going to just somehow become good after being bad for 4 years. I was actually one of those people last year. I think he's just going to somehow become mediocre after being bad for 4 years.
He's going to be probably number 20 on the list of QBs. Not bad.
That's perfectly fine. Their team was pretty good last year. They actually took the Rams to that intense.
Actually, this is a quote from Leo. There's only 10 guys that can be top 10. There's only 15 guys that can be top 15. There's only 20 guys that can be top 20. And the thing is Bryce is probably not better than any of these QBs. He's a guy. He's a jack. He's just a guy.
You're not putting him over any of these guys, and he has no upside to be over any of those guys. But speaking of the same thing, there's only a certain amount of teams that can have winning records, and the Packers, hint, are not going to be one of them. No. They're going to be pretty bad. Anyway, what's up next? Pats over Packers. We don't need to talk about that. Packers over Vikings. We already said week 11 bye. Rams over Packers. That's obvious. Packers over Saints. Anything to say there?
No, I mean, I think Show will have some growing pains being a 27-year-old second player. It's going to be a little tough for him, but I think it'll be a close game.
All right, Bills over Packers. The Packers are just not good enough to stay with the Bills.
I agree. Yeah.
But they are good enough to eke out a win on the league-to-league connection.
Leak. By the way, if you haven't caught on yet, we love saying leak, and that happens to be Malik Willis to Malik Washington.
Do not forget about Jalen Tolbert.
Jalen Tolbert, not Jalen Colbert.
Who's the other one?
I don't.
Chris Bell?
Is Robbie Chosen still on the roster?
No. Robbie Chosen's is long. He's long gone.
I think Greg Dolchich is on that roster.
He is. End of Ben's bench, maybe?
That's true.
In our league. Anyway, things are terrible. Bears over Packers, we already said. Texans over Packers. No matter how many picks C.J. Stroud throws, their defense is just...
It's unbelievable.
The Packers may not get a point in that game. I'm calling it right here. This might be the one shutout of the season. Packers versus Texans. I'm calling it. That might be too much.
You think it's a shutout?
I think that if there was ever to be a shutout, it's Josh Jacobs not playing, Matthew Golden just terrible. Let's say if Jordan Love gets hurt this year, if he doesn't play in that game, it's a shutout. I'm calling it right now.
Don't you think they get 3 points,
bro? I'm calling it. I don't think that they make a field goal.
Even with like the 35-yard touchback?
I
don't know.
Whatever, they get killed. Lions over Packers week 18. The Packers finished 6-11.
Wow. Shocker for the Packers.
It's really bad for the Packers. Anyway, on to the last team in this division, the Lions, who, if you haven't caught on yet, we think are going to be the division winners.
Yeah.
Lions over Saints week 1. They can't stick with the Lions.
No
Chance. Lions over Bills, similar to Bears over Bills. Do we have Bears over Bills?
I think we had Bills over Bears.
Wait,
no, we did have Bears
we
over
have Bears over Bills. Similar to Bears over Bills. It's just a shootout. And I think, honestly, in these, like, new age games between great teams, it's coaching.
Yeah.
That it comes down to. When you have all the weapons, you have the great offense, you have the players are playing well, it's going to come down to that coaching.
And I didn't love that they fired Sean McDermott in the offseason. I didn't think Joe Brady being inserted into that head coach role made too much sense to me.
Josh Allen just can't hero ball against, like, a really good team.
Yeah.
Like a really good
it's tough. It's really hard.
So I think we'll have Lions starting out 2-0. They smoked the Jets in week 3, not even close.
Yeah.
3-0. Panthers eke one out against the Lions.
Panthers
Panthers are big ekers.
They are. Well, they like
to eat.
They like to take close games against good teams, and they like
to lose to bad teams.
They like to lose to bad teams, and I think that's what's going to happen to them again. That's just their reputation and who they are.
And then
do they head into their bye now?
Oh, Lions over Cards. The Cards are so bad.
They're going to be probably the worst team in the NFC.
This is actually good news if you're a Trey McBride or Michael Wilson owner. We hate Marvin Harrison over here. We only like Trey McBride and Michael Wilson.
And Jeremiah Love.
But the Cardinals, it's just going to be like 75 shotgun snaps for Jacoby Brissett per game. He's just going to take it because the defense, the Lions are going to score like instantly, and then they'll get the ball right back. They'll throw 75 yards down the field, and then they'll
Jacoby will
get strip sacked and fumble.
He'll either strip sack, he'll throw a pick, or they'll be turnover on downs, and then the Lions are going to go down, score again, and it's going to be a repeat cycle process.
And you're just going to get like a bunch of check downs, just so many passing attempts. People think that these guys are regressing. We think that they're going to probably maintain. The Cardinals are so bad, they're just going to throw the ball so much. But anyway, into the bye week, Lions are 4-1.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
They just get humbled by the really bad Packers coming out of the bye.
Yeah.
It's in Green Bay, Lambeau Field, historic field.
Yeah, the thing is, the Packers really, they love to take inter-division wins, and they've always kind of dominated.
They've always liked to be like, we own you guys.
Yeah.
We own you. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he's a big like ownership.
He likes to go the belt on the Chicago Bears. That's what he loves to do.
And then you have like the cheese heads. You just grate the cheese on their head. Imagine my head's a cheese and I'm grating it. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Anyway, on to Lions versus Vikings. The Lions, we have them beating them, and then the Dolphins. Similar to the Bucs.
Leak.
How many times have we said leak?
I think that's
many times.
At least 3. At least 3.
And it's another loss for Leak. Leak is a buy in fantasy. Malik Willis, I think he's gonna get you like an 100-yard, 2-interception game, but like two rushing touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah.
Somehow people are just gonna watch the fantasy box score. They'll see 30 points and won't realize that he's gonna play 3 games.
It's the Justin Fields effect. It's like, oh my God, he's scoring me so many points. He's not a good quarterback.
And then you'll be able to sell him off for a first-round pick. He's gonna go so much up in value, and then he's just never gonna play again.
Exactly.
Anyway, you'll have people fall in love with his upside. There's a reason he was a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah.
Maybe better than Kenny Pickett, though. Probably.
Anyway,
Lions over Pats. It's just at the Lions, and the Lions are just really good.
Dude, we gave the Lions this one. Yeah, because the Pats are going to have to take some losses.
Yeah, and that's really like how we've been thinking about it, is like some teams, even though they're going to be the favorite in every game, like the Rams or the Pats or the Seahawks, and some teams are going to be the dogs in every game, like the Browns or the Dolphins, like we're going to need to feed them some wins and some losses.
By the way, guys, I don't know if you see this or not, but this is like a very strange artwork behind us. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it's strange at all. I actually really like it.
Okay, well, I'm going to cover the part that you're enjoing, so let's go right to the next.
Well,
right to the next team.
It kind of looks similar to the stuff we saw in the Louvre.
He's referencing.
Wait. Can I hold on? I just need to gaze at this for a second.
Well, it's blocked from the viewers, so they're not able to see what you're seeing.
Kind of just looks like, to me, it looks like it is representative of like human purpose. There's like the eyeball.
Human purpose.
We're moving on from the artwork. Where were we? Lions over Pats. Okay, Speaking of just random things happening, Bucks over Lions.
Boom.
Bucks over Lions.
Upset. It's an upset.
Big upset.
Big upset.
The Lions, they've gotten cocky. They just rattled off 3 straight wins.
Baker's just he's gonna have a sexy game. What Baker likes to do is he likes to play for his contract.
What does Baker like to do?
He likes to play for his contract. He likes to play for his contract. So if he's
How much does he like to do it?
He loves it.
Do other players
loves
not
money.
like playing for their contracts?
Baker elevates himself. He elevates himself. He's like, I need to get
that
fed.
Incentive.
He sees shit. They're not going to pay me the max extension. I need
they
to
don't
play
have max
better.
extensions in football. That's
Max contracts. Sorry.
No, they don't have max contracts in football.
Big contract. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, let's just cool ourselves down.
I'm perfectly
Lions
cool.
Over Bears victory. It's just at the Lions.
At the Lions, it's going to
In
be
Detroit.
That'll be another good game. Very
Really
good
game. And then the Lions just absolutely kill the Falcons and the Titans and the Vikings the next 3 games.
Wow.
Which is pretty easy for them. They're on a 4-game win streak, and they walk right into a trap game. Walk into your trap and just get trapped.
This is the Commanders right here.
No, it's the Giants.
Giants.
Big Giants.
Big dart right here. Big dart right here. By the way, Jackson Dart, if you're watching this video, I'm your #1 fan. But Jackson Dart,
Jackson Dart may be watching.
he is watching. But basically, what happens is as long as Jackson Dart doesn't decide he wants to go into brain surgery every single week, the Giants are going to be a legitimate team this year. And especially with Malik Neighbors coming back, probably not week 1, probably not week 2.
Probably not week 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
But what week is this?
But this is week
16?
16.
Week 16
Probably
he'll
about
be there.
Week 16.
Week 16 he'll be there.
Can we just talk
It's not
about
gonna
how I
matter.
took Tyrone Tracy at the end of our fantasy draft, 4th round pick. I knew that he was going to be a good player. I just
Well,
knew he
you
was
just
good.
believed in
I
the
had
Giants.
so much belief, and no, it was Tyrone Tracy. I saw he switch from receiver to running back. Had so many broken tackles. If you had been watching Due to Dynasty back when I took Tyrone Tracy, you would have just won so much money. But anyway, if
I wouldn't
Scott's
say so
not
much.
there, if Scott's
Not
not
so
there,
much.
Tracy, he's taking over. I think I'm going to see 200 yards from Tracy in this game. What do you think? No?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I think Calvin Austin could have more rushing yards than Tyrone Tracy in
Week
this
17,
game.
Bears over Lions. We already discussed it. And Week 18, with the Lions and the Bears both playing, if the Lions lose, the Bears might take the division. But the Lions beat the Packers and finished 12-5.
Wow.
So let's just do the rundown of this division.
Let's go. Who's at the top, who's at the bottom, and who's the sandwich in the middle? Let's go.
The top is the Lions 12-5, and the bottom is the Packers 6-11.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna do a sandwich. Bears 11-6 and Vikings 7-10.
Overall, not a bad
I
division.
think that this is a good episode from us. I'm gonna keep it real.
I completely agree. Due to Dynasty, thanks for sticking with us for this
Peace
new
out,
type
Due
of
to
video.
Dynasty.
It's a little
Shout out.
shorter, but it definitely still has some length to it. But shout out to Brent.
Shout out. Yeah.
Thanks for the video idea. We're going to keep pumping these out.
No way he watched the end of this, by the way. But
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, thanks, guys.
Wait. Brent, if you watch till the end of this, say Yeti tomorrow. That was my word for gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. Mine is
Calendar.
calendar for Michael. Just if you watch this, Michael. Bye.